Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 19 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finish our model. Now we're gonna continue working on this by, I'm gonna show you how to create the sheets. So first thing we need to do is go to our sheet under our project browser, right click, and then new sheet. We have asymmetric already loaded, but I'm gonna show you where you can find other title blocks. So we have different kind of sizes for the title block. It's right here. So I'm gonna use asymmetric, and then here we have A101. So here we need to change it to a ADYE. We have ACC or ACD, Arch Core Design, and then everything else will be changed. So if we create a new one, so a new sheet, it will be 102. So it will sequence itself. You can double click right here if you want to change the name. So we could put cover sheet, and then here if you double click here, you'll be able to change it from the title block as well. So this one will be first floor, and then we need to add multiple sheets first so that we could just rename them afterward. So I got second floor, third floor, and then we could have section. We can also have two elevation, and then we could add in a call out. So let's do it right now. So this one was second floor, third floor, we could put section, elevation, and then we're just gonna copy that because we're gonna add it on the next page. And then let's add in a call out. So double click on the cover sheet. Let's close this. And then we need to go to our ground floor. We need to create a camera view. So this will be the one that we're going to render. So this is the view range, and then the camera view where you want it. So here I'm going to enlarge this view, and then I'm going to change it to realistic. So as you can see, and then what we could do is we could put in a background, so a sky. So after that, we could go right here under view. We have rendering here, and in our rendering we have different kinds of settings. So the draft one is the basic, and it is the fastest. And then if you go up all the way to custom, you'll be able to set the resolution, and then it will be longer because the more of a higher setting it is, the longer it will take for it to render. So keep that in mind. For this situation, we're just gonna render it in draft so that we have just a simple rendering that we could put here in our cover sheet. So give it some time, and then after we render, we'll be able to adjust the exposure. So for example, here I'm going to change the brightness, highlights, and then shadows. You can even do the saturation, and then if you want it warmer, and then you can apply. If you don't want any of the changes, you can reset it right here. And then you can export it to whatever file or wherever location you want. But for me, I'm just gonna save it to my project, and then once I save it here, you can rename it render 1, and then you will have a rendering folder right here now. And then what you can do is you could just drag and drop. I don't want the title, so no title. Double click it and then enlarge it. So it's up to you to, if you want to enlarge it. I think that's good enough. And then what I want to do next is to add in the drawing list. So to do that, we need to go to our schedule, right click on it, and then sheet list. First, I want the sheet number, and then next is the sheet name. I'm gonna press OK, and then see it right here under schedule. Go back to, so I'm gonna close some of this so that we'll be able to see our cover sheet, and then just drag and drop. But we need to edit this one, so I'm gonna do edit. I want the edit the appearance, so I don't want the blank row. And then also I want to change the size. So here I want 8, and then for the header text 6, and then for this one I want, for the body text, I want it 4. And then I'm going to change it to drawing list, all caps. And then once you're done, you can space it out so that you have enough. And then here you don't need to worry about the drawing list anymore, because it will be automatic if you remove anything from the sheet. So if you remove, for example, 103, A103, it will be removed here automatically. Or if you add a sheet, it will be automatically added, so you don't need to worry about this one. So we're done with our cover sheet. Second thing that we're gonna do is the first floor. And here you're in the floor plan. You can drag and drop to see how it looks. So here 1:50 is good enough, so I'm happy with the 50 scale. If you're not, you can just change the scaling here. So if yours is 1:100, you can change it to 1:50 to make it nicer. And then after that, I want to add a border line. So I'm gonna use thin line, and I'm going to add 10 and then 10 right here, and then we're going to add the border line. We can remove this and then fix our border line right here. And if it's too much, you can double click here and you could grab here and then grab it right here as well, so that it's not too much. So I'm going to just fill it in inside this box, and then if you notice, it's still level 1 in terms of naming. So what you need to do to just change the name is to select here and then title on sheet. So I want it first floor. Click apply. You need to click it here first and then apply. And then now we need to fix the line. So click the view first, and then you'll be able to grab this line right here. So that's done there. Before we go to the other sheet, select this line and then click on tab, copy it to the clipboard, and then we need to go to second floor and then go to modify and then paste it. Align to current view so that we don't need to create that border line again. It's automatically added here. Next, let's go to level 2. Make sure that is 1:50, similar on the other sheet or the first floor. Add it similar to that. We could move it like this. If you want, you can click this one so that you could size the cropping so that it looks much better here when you're adding it. And then similar to level 1, change the naming to second floor, select it here, and then click apply. Click view in order for you to grab the line to fix it. So we could close this now. So we have first floor, and then we have second floor, and then for some reason it's not showing. So I'm just going to add it again. It's added on here, so I just need to remove it. And then we could go to third floor now. Double click here. It's 1:100, so I'm gonna change it to 1:50, and then click all of that so that we could resize it. And you don't need to worry about this box right here because it's not gonna be visible in our view, so don't worry about that. But we need our border line. So let's add that. Add it here in the middle, and then change the name in the title in the sheet. So third floor. Don't forget to select it here and then click apply. Fix the line, and then you're good. Afterwards, we have section here. Let's add the border first. We're probably going to add 2 of them. So let's just go to our level 1. We already have one right here. So I'm gonna just use this one and then add another one. Usually you cut on the stairs, and then adjust the view range of that section. So that's good enough. And then once you do finish, go to section right here, and then you need to test it first if it's good enough. So here it's too small, so go back to section and then change it to 1:50, and then you can just adjust it accordingly. So the views you can adjust to fine, and then you want it hidden, add some shadows, so you can do that as well. And then go back to other section, 1:50, fine, and then add shadow. And then what you need to do is go to section again and then drag and drop. And then here we could adjust it here on this side, and then copy this line, CO, and then you want to make it nice, so select it there, adjust this space right here so that the border is nice, and then drag section 2, put it in the middle, make it look good, and then there we go. So we have our section right here. Also, before I forgot, I want to do a starting view, and usually I want the rendering. So we can choose the rendering as our starting view. So every time we open this one, this will be the first look. So the way you do that is go to manage and then click on starting view and choose the view that you want to start with your project. So now section is done. We need to do the elevation, and before we close the section, actually we can select both of this line, copy to clipboard, go back here, and then paste it to current view so that we don't need to create the border lines again. And then 1:50 for the scale is perfect. So 1:50, I want it to be fine. And then if you want it to be shaded. I don't want any of the shadows, but I want a background. So I'm gonna choose gradient, and then you just want to repeat that, and then crop the ones that you don't need, make it look nice, something like that. So here again, 1:50, detail level to fine, go right here, graphic display, background, gradient, apply, OK. Go to your properties, check everything, and then here you can crop it. Go to your south now, 1:50, make sure it's fine, graphic display, background, gradient, and then apply, and double check if the cropping is good, if you need to extend it or not. Here I'm just going to crop it a little bit. And then lastly, west elevation, change the scale similar with others, 1:50, go to graphics display option, gradient, apply, and then check crop region visible so that you'll be able to crop it properly. Something like that. Let's extend it a little bit with the others. There we go. And then we could crop it on this side. So now we just need to drag and drop and then fix the view. And then here we need to grab this and then the title line. The next elevation, go to modify and then paste it again. Usually it's register whatever you did before. So as you can see, I don't need to do anything anymore. I just paste it to current view and it still registered the border lines that I created. So here we just need to clean it up a little bit. Okay. And then lastly, let's go to our callout. Let's clean this inactive first. We don't need to do that. I'm sure for this we're gonna put, I'll put 4 callouts. So first, let's go to our ground floor. Go to your annotation, or sorry, view, and then we have call out here. I want a kitchen call out. And then next is a stairs call out. Go to your second floor, so level 2. Go to view again, call out. We could do an ensuite call out. And then one of the bedrooms call out. So something like that. And then now what we could do is, before we add this one, so this one is kitchen. This one is for sure stairs. This one is the wash ensuite. And then bedroom. And then here we just need to remove those numbers. And then here we just need to drag and drop. So it's already 1:25. So that's good. And then select this so that we could copy and just add the other callouts. So here we have ensuite. So in here we just need to hide this. And then add this. And then we have another here, kitchen. Hide both of this. You can go to your visibility graphics as well in order to hide that. I'm just doing it manually. And then stairs, we go and add the stairs. So we're done with here. What we need to do now is to print it to show how it looks. So click here, choose your printer, combine, make sure when you selecting the views, click combine again, because it will go to separate files. So you want to make sure you do that. Uncheck this one. Most of the time you do a full set, so you could check all and then save full set, and then you could create multiple preset. For example, if you want just elevation, You can uncheck everything except for 106 and 107, and then you can call it elevation. So you can do multiple and different kinds of preset. So now after that, I want this one to be on my desktop, and then save, and then press OK. So once it's done, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So now here is the result. Cover sheet, first, second, third. We have the sections, we have elevations, and then we have our callout. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.